Joined now by head softball coach Christie Meeks. Going to talk about the upcoming season, also talk about a big event. More than anything else, just good to see you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year for sure. How was y'all's Christmas?
It was great.
Yeah,
A lot of good family time.
Us too. Santa Claus, I think, dumped his whole thing in our yard, is what I was. When me and Eric said, in our house, in the middle of the floor. I mean, everywhere.
Well, Christy, let's talk some Wildcat softball. You're back in school. You're getting ready to get it kicked off here,
Yeah.
roughly a month away. But before that, you've got a big event coming up, second annual.
Yes, we're really excited about it. You know, this is our Meet the Team banquet. This is the second, or really the third time we've done this, but the second big one. You know, the very first time it was just the girls and just the team. This banquet helps us remember where we started and where we're going, and that's the biggest part of it. You can't continue to move mountains if you don't remember what you've done in the past, and that's definitely something that we're trying to do for sure.
Well, let's talk about the event. You got a very, very, and I'm going to use this word, very prestigious speaker coming in, a gentleman who knows a lot about softball.
He does, yes, and we're so excited. You know, Coach Anton was such a huge asset to our coaching staff, and this is someone who's really influenced her in her coaching career. He's a great man, and I'm so excited to hear him speak, for sure.
Mike Scott, the general manager of professional softball team, Florida Vibe, will be here to talk. And the banquet's going to be on the Friday the 20th. Is that correct?
That's right. Yes,
Friday
sir.
the 20th. You can get tickets at prccathletics.com/tickets. And come out and support the Wildcats. Be a very good evening. Chance to meet the teams. I enjoyed last year. Had a chance to sit at the table. My wife and I did with a couple of your pitchers. And pitchers are very important in this sport. But
They are.
really had a good time sitting with them and talking last year. So, folks, just this year's going to move to the cafeteria, though, right? Going to be in Olivia Bender this year.
Yeah, it sure will. And you know, what's awesome about this is our girls don't realize how many people it takes to continue what they're doing, you know, and they can invest in them a little bit, fellowship with them, learn who everyone is, meet the people who get to speak about them,
Yep.
you know, all the time, and because that's awesome for them.
Well, the season is, well, how to say this? It's less than a month away. I mean, you're already gone past that January 3rd. We're on the 5th, and you play on February the 3rd. And, boy,
That's right.
you're not wasting any time. You're getting right down to the nitty-gritty with a trip out to Texas.
That's exactly right. You know, we come back and we have 3 weeks, and that's it before we start playing. And so we start out in Galveston, Texas, against some great teams. Our schedule is tough, and we made it that way for a purpose. I believe that you can only get better if you play better. And so we want to play the best so that we have an opportunity to be the best. And so we start with Galveston, and then we go on to a tournament over in Louisiana.
Yep.
It's a Bullets tournament over there. There's going to be 4-year teams playing, as well as our JUCOs, and they'll be able to see each other. That's going to be such a cool tournament to go to. And this is the first year they're ever doing that, and I think it's going to be really awesome.
Christy, let's talk about that. You know, early on you get a chance to, and I'm going to use this word, kind of get a feel for who, you know, some of the players you haven't had play as a Wildcat yet. You've seen them in the fall. You get a chance for them to play some, but also it gives your pitchers, and you've got some good ones. We'll talk about that. You've got some pitchers to get some really good work and get some great competition.
That's right. It really does. You know, I don't know that we play a team this preseason that's not, you know, highly ranked or highly thought of. And I think that just really puts our pitchers to the test, because in conference it's going to be the same way. I believe this with all my heart. This is one of the tough conferences in the nation, and it's just because we're so rivalry and we know each other, and we are competing against each other every time we can recruit or anything. So I'm so excited to see what these girls have in them and the guts that they have. You know, you got to have guts and you got to have that drive. So
Once you get through that preseason and get into the conference schedule, it's a grueling schedule. You look at what you got to do in the conference, and you know, going and playing those doubleheaders. Mike Avalon talks about in baseball. When you got to go and play those doubleheaders, I don't think people realize what it takes out of your ladies. One, you usually have some of them are long bus rides, but the thing is, you got to go out there and play 2 games back to back with a short break. It's grueling. You're doing that sometimes 2. Sometimes it falls the way the rain can be 3 in a week. But let's talk about just your approach this year. Having had a chance to, you know, get more acclimated the last couple of years, anything different you look at it this year than you have in the past?
yeah, so with our girls this year, this group is really close and they're really tight knit. One thing that we've harped on and has been our theme this whole year is our dash. Like what is it when somebody looks at your life that they see from the beginning to the very end? What's the consistency that you have? And that's a different approach that we're going to take this year. Be consistent in everything that you do. I don't want your highs to be so high that you can't come down from them, or your lows to be so low you can't get past them. We're going to be very consistent with that. So we're pushing for those, and that's, I think, taking things one pitch at a time, being consistent one pitch at a time is going to help us with that break in between. And now you have another game that's in the past. Whatever happened, whether you won or whether you lost, that can be a high, that could be a low, but you have another 7 innings, and so that's a good way to approach that. That's what this team is about. It's tough, and Avalon's right. I do definitely believe that, playing 2 games back to back. But what's really awesome this year is we've actually got a good pitching staff that's going to be working together, and so it's not just one load on 2 people or one load on one person. It's a full staff of 6 girls who really push each other to be better.
Well, let's talk about the your All-American that's back, and we'll go from there. Boy, what a staff you got back. They're going to go in that circle.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Brinson's so fun to coach. Being able to take time with these pitchers. Coach Anton is really taking over the infield for us. Coach McKinney, she works the outfield for us. So being able to spend more time with our pitchers and catchers has been so much fun. Mm-hmm. I've gotten to invest in them and just coach them and push them in different ways. So Brinson's she's a fun one to coach. She gives us feedback as much as I'm giving her feedback, so it's inspiring. Mm-hmm. And you can always run off of stuff like that.
And as you look at, going down that list of pitchers, let's talk about some of the other arms you're going to have.
So our freshman pitchers, wow, I'm so impressed. We have a kid from Florida, Maya, who's coming in, and she's just strong, and she came in and just put everything in it, her heart, her soul. You have Natalie Harrington from Petal. You have Bella from Ocean Springs. We've got Lizzie Weems, who is coming in Bay St. Louis. She was redshirted last year, transferred into us this year. I'm excited to see Bryn Daughtry from Van Cleve. Mm-hmm. And Bryn doesn't just pitch. Bryn's a hitter and a position player too. And there's just so many different aspects that we have that they bring. I'm pumped to see what they do on the mound, for sure. Let's
talk about the off season. Of course, it started last year. Kind of put you on a bind with talking about the construction at Wildcat Stadium. But give us an update. Where's it at?
Man, it is there. They've completed a lot. There's a few little minor finishing touches that are going in right now. We're adjusting some seats. We're adding a few more little things here and there. But it's ready, and it's ready to be played in, for sure. It looks beautiful. Our administration is one of the best in the country. Just to support us in what we've done and to be able to do what we do, they're all in with us. So I'm excited to see everybody up there and rooting for us this whole season.
We talked about your 2 road trips. You're going to go to Galveston. You're going to go to Youngsville, Louisiana. Then home opener, Wednesday, February 8th, 3 o'clock. That's going to be an exciting time with a new facility.
Oh, it's going to be outstanding. It's going to be ready, and it gives us a little bit of time, too, to do those small finishing touches, for sure.
Christie, one last thing, let's remind everybody, Friday the 20th, meet the team night, going to be at Olivia Bender Cafeteria. And
you can buy your tickets online as well. And please come. This is going to be the first year that we have silent auction items. And so we'd love for everyone to come, be able to meet the team, and our team meet you guys.
Look forward to seeing you there.
Okay, thank you.
Head coach Christie Meeks. Good luck,
you
Christie.
later.
Thanks for your time.